Welcome back to Prep Recruiting Insider, PRI, here at NOLA Motorsports Park in Avondale, where you should consider having your next special event. What a great facility it is for whatever your needs would be. I'm Rick Gailey, the coach of Prep Recruiting Insider, here with Renee Nato, the insider of Prep Recruiting Inside. And we are here with Hahnville Tigers this week. And on your left, on your right, you have Peyton Robert, middle linebacker of the Hahnville Tigers, and on your left, Drew Melancon, offensive tackle for the Hahnville Tigers. Welcome, gentlemen, to Prep Recruiting Insider.
Thank you for having us.
I want to ask you, first of all, thanks for coming aboard with us today. Drew, I'm going to start with you. You're an academic guy, 4.0, didn't get a lot of B's. I can identify with that. I didn't get a lot of B's either. Yes, but anyway, you're getting looked at by Louisiana Tech and Southern Mississippi and ULL and stuff. What are you looking for in the recruiting process? Where is it right now, and when will you make your decision?
Well, I am graduating early, so I'm going to have to make my decision sometime around the end of October. And mainly in a school, that what I look for is I look for a good, stable program and a school that can get me to med school, because ultimately my goal is to go into medicine.
I'm not surprised with that. Peyton, you're a middle linebacker, 160 tackles last year, and you got your hands on the ball and turn it into points. You're also looking at some state schools, McNeese and Northwestern and Nichols and stuff. How is it in the process for you? What are you looking for in a school? What's the best fit, and when will you make your decision?
I'm just looking around, you know, still just got to keep playing. I'm looking for a school that's going to fit me the best, you know, academic-wise and football-wise, what defense is going to run with. I fit the best, and I'm going to make my decision later in the year.
Now, you run pretty well, and you play middle linebacker. Are you looking at schools maybe that you may play as a weak linebacker, strong safety? Are you kind of open to that?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm open to anywhere. I mean, if I get on the field, I'll play anywhere.
That's really good. Now let's take a look at some of your other qualities with both of you. We can see the physical qualities, and we've covered some of those. Peyton, you first. Tell us what qualities you have that if you were on my football team, that you would make me a better coach, because you know at the college level they only keep their jobs if they win. So you got to help me feed my family. So let me know why I should give you a scholarship.
I mean, I could run I could run pretty good. I don't really make big hits or nothing, but I mean, I make tackles all over the field. I kind of like to play outside a little more. Like I said, I could run, like to play boundary to boundary.
How about your practice habits? Or do I have to ask Coach Altafamaggio about that?
I mean, I practice hard. I mean, you got to get better every day. Got to work, just got to keep the team going defensive wise. Try to be a leader on the defense, and try to, main goal is get to the dome in December.
There you go. And Drew, tell me some of your qualities, both as a player, physical qualities, but especially off field, because we know how important the locker room and leadership is.
Yeah, well, I pride myself in working hard and knowing what to do. I think one of my better qualities is that I'm very coachable and I can learn quickly. And as for leadership, I lead more by example than vocally. I feel it's a better way, because generally vocally you tend to add too much emotion into it, which is good in certain situations, but with the younger guys it can get overwhelming.
Now, I tell you what, too, Drew, your dad was an outstanding player in college, and he processed everything pretty quickly, didn't make the same mistake, very technique sound. That describe kind of how you play.
Yes, sir. I'm very much technique sound. I never claimed myself to be an over or like a special player as an athlete. I always made sure that I was very good technically.
Now, you play left tackle. You feel like you have the ability to play inside a guard as well?
If they tell me to play anywhere on the line, I can probably do it.
Peyton, you're a middle linebacker. You make the calls. You process everything that the offense is doing. That kind of puts you in a leadership role. It kind of makes you feel good that the defense kind of looks up to you. You feel like you kind of coach on the field, that you can tell guys, who need to do this and that during the game.
Yeah, I mean, I try to help out. Like, I mean, we got a few young linebackers. I try to help them out where to go, in different calls. I do make the calls. I get it from from the sideline, and I try to help out as much as possible.
Does the defense that Hahnville has allow you some liberties, and not that you can change it, but allow you some liberties to kind of play a little bit to your style?
Yes, sir. I mean, like when we play like tight end, we like to run 5-man fronts and stuff like that, and we got a lot of checks, calls. Like going in this week, we got a good bit of checks and stuff like that. So I mean, they do give me liberty to change the calls of what do I think fits their offense the best.
And we know going forward, it's all about what you're going to do after the next level. Everybody wants to play pro football. It goes to a major college, and that certainly is a worthwhile goal. But even if you're in that profession, that ends as a fairly young man. You've talked, Drew, that you want to go into medicine. Do you have any particular specialty that you'd like to pursue?
Orthopedic surgery.
And you might be somewhat familiar with that.
Yeah, just a little bit.
That's good. And Peyton, what about you? What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to go into engineering. So I mean.
Good. And how is that going to affect your school choice?
I mean, whatever school got like the best engineering scholarship, I guess.
There you go. Two terrific Hahnville Tigers, Peyton Robert and Drew Melancon, two fine young men that do a great job representing the Tigers here on Prep Recruiting Insider. More Hahnville Tigers coming up after this short break. This is Prep Recruiting Insider at NOLA Motorsports Park in Avondale. We will be right back after this. I'm out.